Hey guys, I just had a Overexplain stream where I played Zoo Warlock and I overexplained all my things. So I kind of assume you don't know very little about Hearthstone. Even things like, oh, I'm gonna play Flame Imp. This damages us for three. Something that very basic lesson, but it's okay because we're kind of taking a loan out from the early to because the damage early doesn't matter as much for a tempo advantage. Stuff like that where I try and go as much detail about all my actions and try to not assume you guys know anything about Hearthstone. I call it Overexplain. I did that for an hour and a half. And something about over explaining just makes you play better because you catch yourself doing like, oh, I shouldn't do this or I should do this as you justify and explain your actions. So we were crushing it, climbed all the way from 31 to rank 6, and then finally had a loss at the end that went to rank 8. But I just got about an hour and a half of over explain games, putting the wins and the losses. So you can see really my thought process when playing this deck. So you can see all that stuff. So hope you guys like it. So yeah, and if you like it, please like and subscribe if you want more of this content. And thanks everyone. So I hope you guys enjoy it. There's this, but all these cards are really bad. You would never keep any of these realistically. But realistically, we really want, especially going first, a 1-drop. Having a 1-drop on 1 is very powerful, especially going first. So you just you play a lot of games. Okay. So we like playing, like I said, we like playing 1-drops on 1. It's between Tour Guide here and Spirit Jailer. Tour Guide is actually reasonable because we kind of want to tap into more cards here. So it's actually an interesting choice. Because I could see us getting in 2 taps to try and get Flesh Giant discounted here. Spirit Jailer has the advantage of it's a 1/3. So it's kind of a tough choice here. If I had a Dark Layer, I would probably not tap, but I think I'm going to go Tour Guide and tap here. Try and get... Okay, so we got a Dark Layer. So in hindsight, I wish I had not done that tap, but... Because this is Overexplain. So, Monsanto has 3 kept cards here. Or no, 2 kept cards. So, there's a... On coin, that's very dangerous. So, there's a very good chance he has an Edwin here, and we're just going to lose. Not really much we can do about that. But it is what it is. So here we have an interesting conundrum between going Dark Lair or just Hero Powering. If I had a Flame Imp in hand or something like that, I would probably be less inclined to do that, but I think I'm going to go Dark Lair here. It says it's likely to go Wriggling Horror next turn. So I'm going to do that. We could have tapped there as well, but I think it's just better to go Dark Lair here. It's a medium answer threat. It's very likely he might do something like backstab Hero Power here to kill our Dark Lair. He might also just be making a big Edwin this turn, and then we lose. Like I said, 2 kept cards and no turn 1 play. We're probably screwed here, but there's not really much we can do about it. Okay. Alright, that was honestly, that was one of the best potential outcomes of just backs, because we did not get Edwin there, and Edwin. So now we have a nice Spirit Jailer and plus buff play. So I'm going to do that. It is kind of nice to get taps in to get Flesh Giant down, but we lost our Dark Lair, so it's hard to do that now. I'm going to put this in these here and then buff them up. Hit the face. The Spirit Jailer puts 2 heals in. Getting these heal-ins, our deck is nice to get our Flesh Giant down. Our life total is not really in danger here. So... just doing it for fun, Tesla. So normally I charge money or points for Overexplain games, but you guys are getting it completely free. So here we're in a rough situation. But we pretty much have to kill this questing adventure. We're gonna die. So sadly, we have to go Nightshade Matron and let our Flesh Giant die. This is a lot of resources, but they just use a lot of resources. This is a necessary loss here. Alright, so we know it's not ambush here, so it's probably dirty tricks, unless it's plagiarize. So yeah, we know it's dirty tricks. For some reason, ambush didn't show up there, but white play on the Dre on the right side. Positioning in this matchup doesn't really matter. Certain matchups it does, but I kind of was just on autopilot. Okay, so this is these are interesting spots where one of these dies with one and one of them doesn't. So I think what I'm going to do here is we can always kill off both of these. So what I do here is I'm going to go Voidwalker Broomstick here. And we're going to try and guess which one. So, but it doesn't really matter because both are fine. Did we hit that one? So I kind of think I'm going to go Soulfire here. But there's a big now that we hit that, there's a big disadvantage of going Soulfire. In that if we do it, he gets 2 card draw. So I was going to go Soulfire just to get the free kill, but I don't want to give him 2 card draw now that we got the easy this. So I'm going to take a tap instead and just play this Voidwalker here. Then I'm going to go face there. I'm not going to trade this off. But yeah, like I said, if he didn't have that secret, I would definitely have gone Soulfire. But when he's low on cards here, I think denying card draw is really valuable. But okay, so we're in an awkward spot here. I think now I'm debating now how important denying more card draw is. It is a tough spot for us here because we and it's tough in that like we'd like to go Soulfire on this, but there's just for an hour. So I think we really need to hit Hand of Gul'dan. So there's a case for going Soulfire here, but I want to tap first on the off chance that we hit a Hand of Gul'dan off the top, because I think we're pretty behind here and we need to take some risks. Reading a Raised Dead would also be really good. Okay, that's literally probably the worst thing we could possibly hit here. I think this game's over. Like, I think we can't win here. But I have to debate between this is almost always when he has the taunt. This is almost always, I would say always. There's no reason for Monsanto to not make this the sturdy one. So I'm just gonna pass here. It's a rough situation, but I needed to deny him a good turn here. So I think giving 2 card draw is really bad here, but also not killing off this 5/4 is really bad here. So
many options.
Give me a quest. The Brotherhood killed.
So you can see part of the reason he made these really weak Edwards and Questings was because we denied him. But the reality is so we pretty much need like Hand of Gul'dan off the top here. That's like our only real out here. Okay, he's not even... Okay, this doesn't really do it here. He's gonna get draw here, unfortunately. I don't think we can win here. Alright, but maybe we can. I'm gonna do this first. And let's take 2 dark layers here. So maybe we can pull off a miracle here. This is kind of a desperation play. I needed to kill 2 threats, and I have to hope they have a bad turn here. And then I have to hope we hit a miracle. So an example of a miracle would be we get the Hand of Gul'dan, we tap, and we get Nightshade Matron after playing like 2 dark layers here. We draw, we hit a Raised Dead, we hit a Flame Imp, we get a Flesh Giant down, we rush it all in. That would be an example of a miracle. But that's kind of what we need here because he's so ahead here.
Care to make a wager, friend?
So yeah, now I don't think there's any possibility of winning here.
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
Yeah. So this is a very strong minion. It's a 14/14. It's very difficult to kill. But guys, it's not actually really strong minion because it's only a 3-mana 2/2. So out of this one. Okay. All right, so this is a spot we want to keep a 1-drop. We really like keeping the spades other, especially against rogue. Oh, so this is our opponent Dreadeye. Dreadeye is just stream sniping us, and he's gonna like have deniability and be like, "Oh, my bad." It's a very advanced tactic, but yeah, fancy classic acute snipe. So it's extra important for us to throw away Flesh Giant, even though we always throw away Flesh Giant because we have the Hand of Gul'dan, and we want to be discarding our top card. But yeah, an Animated Broomstick, another card we don't want early. So we got the Spirit earlier and the Hand of Gul'dan here. Yeah, look, I've accepted that they own me. All right, dude, I have Blizzard. I have Blizzard put on. Oh, okay, never mind. So this is Flesh Giant's a very bad top deck, but we prefer going Flame Imp over Spirit Jailer here, especially on turn 2, because they often want to backstab and into a 3-drop combo on 3, but getting this on turn 2 makes them backstab this turn. We're not going to use Coin here. Coin I think is more valuable for getting potential combo plays. Okay, I did give him the Swindle play, unfortunately. Okay. Raise Dead could be nice. I'm really debating between Spirit Jailer and Hero Power here. It's actually a very tough decision. But I think I'm going to go Hero Power here to be mana efficient. But it is a very tough decision here. It's also nice to get minions on the board so that we can get better Raise Deads. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright, well this is a must-answer threat. So we have to do whatever we possibly can to answer this. Luckily we have Broom, so we can answer this. He did play a Paladin Secret here, unfortunately. So this could be things that affect us here are so you could have Repentance. He could have quite a few things. So I could do Revenant Rascal Broomstick, but if this is anything good, we get screwed. So I'm going to do the Raise Dead first. It stinks that we only get 1 minion, but that's kind of the price of doing business. Okay. Oh! Alright, well I screwed up. Okay. Okay, well I messed up there. I forgot about that secret. Because that's a new secret. But now that we've used those secrets, we're actually fine. Because we just do this plus this. And we kill off our opponent. So that losing that Raise Dead is actually kind of a big deal. But I would much prefer to use the coin there. But that secret kind of threw me off. So he lost one of his big value things, but we had to kind of do a crappy turn to get there. So this is another Hunter secret. This could be a lot of different things. Okay. This top deck's nice in that we can play both of these this turn. So I'm going to test the secret here. I'm going to hit this first. It's often Freezing Trap or Snake Trap. Okay, it's Snake Trap. This makes our 1/3s especially good. We do float a mana with this play, but that's because that's okay. We just want to play lots of tempo and get on board here. It does make our next turn awkward a lot, so that is a negative, but usually we can go Hero Power and at least like some sort of 1-drop or something, so.
Oh, up to no good? Me too.
Hey, Felipe. Ooh, so this is would be a very good top deck if this Flesh Giant was 5 mana. So we could go 50-50 on the Hand of Gul'dan, but I think going 50-50 here is way too risky for their position. So let's say they had like a Questing Explorer here, we would definitely take the 50-50 because we would have to, but we don't have to here. So I'm just gonna tap and hope we hit something. That's a horrible top deck. So we kind of had a very bad turn there. That was kind of a risk. But
What makes something?
yeah, so losing that tempo there is a big deal for the 50-50. But now we do have the guaranteed on the Hand of Gul'dan, which is very significant. Okay. So usually a player will choose this one as their card because is Divine Shield, and he doesn't know we have Nightshade Matron in our hand. Usually we don't. So we're gonna do this, and I'm just gonna hit into this.
Keep up.
I should have waited to see what my cards were here. Okay. Okay, so this is interesting now. We have to decide what if we want to trade into something here. We could play Voidwalker, which would protect this. We could also play Spirit Jailer. Advantage of Spirit Jailer is to discount our Flesh Giants pretty easily. It's actually a very tough spot because I think one of the advantages of playing Voidwalker is it can absorb this hit before they can trade there. I could also do like Soulfire in this, but I don't think that's right, especially when we have very valuable cards in our hand. So I think I'm going to take the Spirit Jailer. It allows them to get the easy trade, but I think they would probably figure out a trade anyways, and I'm going to trade into here. If I was ahead, would I not trade? Oh, are we supposed to be going face? We're in a spot in the game where we will always take a value trade over going face because we're just... no. I think Zephyr's trash, but that's just kind of my... Okay, so this is weird. I'm wondering if we got our hit wrong there. Because he's buffing this, giving this taunt because... if this is the dies of damage, the additional health doesn't matter. So I'm wondering if that's a tell there. Yeah, Shadow Step and Evolve Lackey are both big punishes for not trading off Jandis there. So we definitely want to trade off Jandis unless it's not like a must kill off the way Shadow Jeweler Hanar is. Okay. It's an interesting play, putting that back in our hand there. It's a very weird play. We would love to hit a Broom would be probably winning here. Okay, we could actually hit a Broom off Raise Dead. So I'm going to go off here with Dark Lair. I kind of have to just go. But we were trying to discount. We'd love to hit a Broom here. We did not hit a Broom. That's unfortunate. Okay, alright, I'm gonna tap here. I didn't do all the mana here. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate.
There is so much untapped power.
So I just decided to make a resilient board here, and I'm not even... I actually think I am going to trade into this. So I'm trading into this because I still think he might have just made a mistake here because it's very weird for him to make the 3/5 there, not die from 1. So we'll see if I'm right. So we have taunts here, but problem is we have 2 kind of bad cards in our hand that aren't very useful. So I'm annoyed we're playing as soon as the Overexplain stream starts. We're playing Rogue. Rogue's a tough matchup, and we're playing it a lot. I think we're 44% against Rogue. We're like 90% against Shaman.
Too soon.
Alright, they're probably going for a Shadow Step play. They might be going for just a lethal, or they might just be putting the Flesh Giant back in hand. Flesh Giant is actually, value-wise, it's not actually the best one to put in hand, but tempo-wise, it kind of just, he just needs to get a kill. Now, we might have gotten lucky and he took too long on his turn here. Okay, did he take too long? Yeah, it looks like he messed up this turn. Okay, when he doesn't trade here, it's basically telegraphing, like, why would he not trade here? It's because it's gonna die. So I'm gonna start off with this. See what we hit. We hit another Flesh Giant. That's really good. Okay. So we pretty much are just gonna play everything here. This is a weird spot where I actually, the more I think about it, this Voidwalker might be more valuable than Dark Glare. We don't really need mana here. So I'm gonna play everything. It could be plagiarized, but we're just gonna take that if it is. So I think I'm gonna trade off the Dark Glare here. I do think this is gonna die. Yep, and I'm right. And I'm gonna do some trades here. Now let's see how much damage we have. So, all right, I think I'm debating whether I go face here. I think I do go face, just because getting their life down. So we have 16, 21. So I think going double face gives us a very good chance of 2-turn lethal here. So I think that's. So I gave him a bunch of cards, but they're not actually that useful. Nightshade Matron is 4 mana. He loses a card, but I guess that is pretty useful. But like the Flesh Giants, I don't think he's damaged himself enough to get them discounted. Because getting the buff is better than soul firing it. Getting an entire buff on our board is about like +6 +6 of stats. Okay, so this is kind of a very good spot for us. I think we're winning here. He needs to get some really good luck here, because we're threatening lethal. He didn't go Nightshade Matron, so... Oh, God. Oh, this is not highlighter. Nice! Nice one. Alright, so this is Warlock. I think it's most likely the mirror. I've been playing a decent amount of that. I'm going to keep Flame Imp, and I'm actually going to keep Raised Dead. I think Raised Dead, especially when we have a powerful 1-drop like this, being able to get 2 can give you some insane high rolls if we were to get like Dark Glare or something. I don't always keep Raised Dead, but I think this is a spot where I do. I've done it in other spots like this. Oh, remember, so in general, there's 2 benefits. One is we like playing Flame Imp on 1 or Flame Imp on 1. Now my dad, for the beginners, doesn't like Flame Imp because he doesn't like damaging himself. But the tempo advantage, it's kind of like taking a loan to get a college education to get more money later. That's what kind of Flame Imp is. You're taking some damage now, but it's going to help you kill your opponent, and the damage isn't going to usually matter. Sometimes it does. Sometimes you don't play Flame Imps later on in the game, but on 1, because this is a very overstated minion. So that's for the beginners. I know my dad, I've tried to convince him that Flame Imp is a good card, and he hates it. Because he's like, why would I want to damage myself? So there's an advantage to actually going a tour guide on 1, because we could go taps, but I think just getting the Flame Imp is vastly better. Okay. This is nice. So they didn't play. They kept 2 cards and they didn't play a 1-drop, which is a tell that they might be like a more controlly Warlock. So we're always going Tour Guide Voidwalker, but we have to decide whether we want to tap here. So tapping, the disadvantage of is if we top deck something like Dark Lair. But the thing is, I think our hand's so insane if we hit Dark Lair anyways that I think I'm going to tap again anyways. So I'm going to start off with the tap. Or we hit a Flesh Giant, that's really good because we can use a Raise Dead once he kills this stuff off. So it's also nice if he's playing some sort of control Warlock and he just taps here. We can go Revenant Rascal and do some, but let's see what he does here. Okay, he is playing Zoo. So those are very weird that he didn't play a 1-drop on 1, but I think he's intentionally going to buff these up. Okay, very interesting play. I like it. So we're in a spot though where now I think we can do some, we can really show the power of Raise Dead here. So I'm going to go double trade here and then do Raise Dead. We can go Tour Guide here. We're going to tap. We're trying to get Flesh Giant down for next turn, and it should be relatively easy. We're going to play this. So now our Flesh Giant's at 3 mana, so we can play it next turn. So even though our life is really low, 1, we have card advantage. 2, we have Flesh Giant advantage. So he needs a really good turn here. So usually, if he has like Raise Dead here, we're in big trouble. But if he doesn't have Raise Dead, we're in a really good spot because we're just going to kill. Oh, that's unfortunate because that protects his minion. So this is interesting where I really want to get the Flesh Giant down, and I think it's right. But it's annoying in that we really would love to kill the Dark Lair. So I'm debating if we ever go the rush and give up the Flesh Giant. It's really sad to do, but denying this Dark Lair might be the right play because it just kind of makes it so they can't get ahead. So I think I'm going to do that. It stinks losing the Flesh Giant, but the Flesh Giant... but just denying this Dark Lair is just so much more important here when we're really ahead like this. And sometimes it actually hits the 3 mana 3/3, so we don't even get punished sometimes. And wow, rewarded for our not greedy plays. And I'm clearing this off, so this can't hit this. So you got the Raise Dead. So see, we would have gotten probably really punished from not clearing out that Dark Lair there. So okay, he's got that. Okay, so this is interesting. I think we just want to tap Flesh Giant here. We could do this plus this, but I'm always going to be just trading these 2 off. So I think just getting the Flesh Giant down so we can get a cheap one down next turn is the right play. This kind of sucks. Doesn't really do much. Like, I'm not going to trade over that. So I think this clears off everything, and I think this is winning pretty much all the time here. Alright, so they have another Raise Dead minion. I'm not sure what that is, but their hand is very weak here. So they need to really pull off a miracle here. Especially when we have the second Flesh Giant coming next turn. It's looking very grim. So they're going for the face. This is like going for the miracle here. So I have to just make sure I don't get 2 turned here. So like a Soulfire. They've already used 1 Soulfire. So I think we want to trade something off. So I need to trade something off while setting up 2 turn. The easiest play might just be going Revenant Rascal, Flesh Giant, denies of mana, and then we're just like, I don't know how they deal with the 2 Flesh Giants. I don't know how they deal with 1 Flesh Giant. But I guess they could go Soulfire on the Flesh Giant, and maybe hit a hand to go down. That's the miracle play. Maybe a Flesh. So I'm trying to think. We're winning here like 95% of the time plus. So let's see here. So I don't think I ever tap here. Yeah. And there's also the case of me like trading with the Flesh Giant, but I think I'd rather go face. So I think I'm just gonna do the easy play here. Trade here. Go face, set up 2 turn. So I don't think they can win here. They've already used 1 Soulfire, so okay, they got the wow. That's exactly like the best outcome. So they have the triple trade here. Okay, so they still conceded there. It's still, even though they like had a kind of this, it's just so hard for them to get back in the game. But yeah, it is free coaching. All right, this is actually an interesting. I always wonder if I'm supposed to keep the tour guides in these spots, because they're kind of like free draw. Like the easiest way to beat Shaman is just get a bunch of stuff and kill them before turn 5. I think I'm not sure about these tour guides, but I think with the Flame Imp, I'm going to keep them. It is a little weird, but we'll see what we get here. So this is weird, because I could go coin tour guide, but I think I always want to get the Flame Imp out. I plan to go tour guide, tap tour guide next turn, unless we hit something better. But I'm going to save coin here, just because getting the 1/1 is not that valuable. Okay, now that they did this, makes it a little more interesting, more complicated. I have to debate if I could kill this off, and it's an option. I'm not sure if it's right though. I don't think it is. Broom can be very valuable, but it's. So I'm gonna see if we can hit something good. Now that we hit that, I'm just like thinking I want to save this. So I think I'm gonna go Spirit Jailer, coin Broom, and kill this off. Because we have 2 brooms now. Because then we can get more damage on the Flame Imp to their face over time. Are you liking the deck? I am liking the deck. And all right. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Flesh Giant makes so I think I'm gonna tap here and then go Tour Guide. This gets us down to 4 for the following turn, so we can play it. We don't have any way to deal with this, unfortunately. So by doing this, we really, first of all, we also really don't hope they don't have 1-drops in hand. But by doing this, we can always get Flesh Giant down next turn. And also, our best probably top deck would be like Nightshade Matron, just getting a bunch of draw here. Alright, this is real bad. Alright, is it? Alright, this is a very weird play. I did not expect this, because they're probably just going to go Weapon next turn. That's, oh, Raised Dead's really nice here. It's really nice, because now we can get Flame Imp and get Rush everything in with second Broom. Oh, we hit the Nightshade Matron. This is really, this is an interesting spot. But I think I'm going to take, let's see, what has died so far? We had a Spirit Jailer die and a Flame Imp. So I think I'm going to take the immediate Flame Imp and discount my Flesh Giant even more here and just rush everything in. Oh, we did not hit. Oh, that's real bad. I forgot. Okay. But this is still good, though. Maybe it's not really bad. Right, rush. Bam. 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 Yep, so they were setting up for the Knuckles there, but that's the... Those songs. Okay, this is a really good situation. We hit stuff that we can easily clear, and with this Ether top deck, we can even do more stuff. So I'm going to play this first to get the discounts on the other minions. This is going to always discard Hand and Gul'dan. And we can get a 0 mana of this. We want to play this first so we can get the Soul Fragment hits potentially. Alright, we're going to see what we get here. Oh, these are really good. Get nice value trade here. Value trade here. I don't really know if positioning matters, so I'm just going to put these on both sides. I don't think positioning matters in Shaman. So now we developed a really powerful board. That was a pretty good turn. Oh yeah, that does matter. The Mogu. Oh wow. No. Okay, let's see if he trades into my 5-1 here. It's actually probably right to trade into the 5-1 because if he doesn't, I have nice easy value trades here, and I should win from that. But he's going face. Okay. Okay, so I could tap here, but I think I prefer going Relevant Rascal and Wriggling Horror here. So let's see. So I want to rush in. So I think I'm gonna rush the Broom into the 2-1 here. So let's see. Wait, no, I'm gonna rush the Wriggling. So I'm going to buff up these two. And with this play,
How can this be?
I did not get the I could have gotten more damage theoretically, but I think this is better, just getting the value trade with the 5-1 here. It does set up lethal. So he's overloaded, can't even play a box find Knuckles this turn. So he's in a very awkward spot here. Can't even play a Mogu here. Lurker below. Ooh. Alright, so he could hit like a Rush Lackey here. Okay, that doesn't quite do it. Alright, you could hit Taunt Lackey here. Taunt Totem, I mean? Oh, damn. That's very unfortunate. Okay, so now we have to play conservative. Soul Fragment's great here just because it heals and puts us into safety range. Oh, Soulfire is always lethal. Nice.
How can this be?
Bam. How Mazino? Nice. Alright, this is a weird spot. This is weird. So I think I keep Voidwalker here. I'm debating if I want to keep Raised Dead. Raised Dead tends to be really nice in the mirror. Hey, Dead Draw. So I think I always keep Voidwalker because just having a 1-drop in the mirror. But I'm debating whether I keep Raised Dead or not. Because like with Flame Imp, I would definitely keep Raised Dead. I think I'm just going to. I'm not really sure if this is right. But I know just. Well, I wish I kept expired version in hindsight. But okay, we hit Flame Imp here. So I think I'm going to go Flame Imp first. I think I prefer that over Voidwalker first. I'm not exactly sure why. So let's see. What are likely plays? I guess I can I can trade over Voidwalkers. That's why, which is really nice. So good digging his deck. So next turn we have an interesting where do we ever go Voidwalker and float a mana so we can get good raised deads? But we do float a mana a lot of that way. Come. Okay. Ooh, Dark Glare is fantastic here. So I have to decide whether I want to go. I could go Raise Dead immediately, and get all this stuff down, and I think I do, even though we only get 1 minion. So I'm gonna go Dark Glare here. I'm gonna trade here. I'm gonna go Raise Dead here. Gives us some mana. Then we go Voidwalker. Tempo is incredibly important, so even though I could get more efficient raised deads, just getting this out how do they come back from this? They pretty much have to go Soulfire on my Dark Lair here, which is really bad for them. So even though we got less value on our Raised Dead, it was worth it, I think, to just have this completely head on board here, completely in a dominant position to win the game. They are playing from behind for the whole game. What they do have an advantage of is they have a lot more value in their hand. So if they do a big flame play, they could get right back in this game, actually, now that I think about it. So we really want to hit a discard effect. Like if we top deck like a Whisked Whisperers here, we would win the game easily here. We would draw, we'd buff up our board. Right now, if he doesn't have another 1-drop here, we're in a fantastic spot. It's not. It's the right play. It's bad that he has to do it. It's not a bad play, if that makes sense. Okay, Soulfire is fantastic here because he would lose a card. So it's bad for him to do it. When I say bad, I'm not saying it's a stupid play. I'm saying it's the right play that is unfortunate. So we hit Soulfire, which is fantastic because we always get the draw here. So I'm going to do this first. I'm going to kill that. I prefer that to getting more minion face damage. So we have an interesting spot here where we have to decide whether we go hero power. I've been in this spot before, and I often find if I do this, I'm just going to be at 2 mana. So I think I'm going to go tap here and then go Tour Guide. This gives us because we don't have another 2 mana play. This sets us up for a play for next turn, which I prefer. And I'm going to trade on this Broom. I'm just kind of playing around random shenanigans. There's maybe a case for me going face here. I'm trying to think. I guess there's weird punishes. And this allows to protect my 1/1. So I think I'm going to do this, but I'm not really sure if that's right. I guess it also plays around Night Shield Matron a little bit there. So we're in a very dominant position to win this game. We're massively ahead here. So what they have to do to get back in the game is get discount Flesh Giants in Russian. That's probably the best way to win the game at this point for them. But it's not looking good. All right, and they had to do this play, so this is nice. And they did not hit Hand of Gul'dan. They might have been looking for one there. All right, so we're going to tap first. We sometimes... And, okay. So we're going to save our Broom here and float a mana here. But this is just... Getting this Flesh Giant down first is probably always game winning here. Yep. Nice. Alright, this is an interesting spot. I'm not even sure if I want to keep Dark Lair, but I probably do. Like I always wonder if I ever keep like weird things like this, but to get the Hand of Gul'dan, but I don't think it's right. I'm not sure if I want to keep Dark Lair here, because we don't really have ways to activate it. And we're keeping Hand of Gul'dan. But Dark Lair is really good for getting the discount, so this is a mulligan I'm not really sure about. Because either if I had only one of these, I would always keep one of these, but I might want to look for Hand of Gul'dan synergy or for Dark Lair synergy. So it's kind of tough having both in hand if Rogue has a fast start. So I'm going to keep both, but this might be incorrect, but it's something I don't really know well enough to say. So we got the Nightseed Matron here. But now we don't have a 1-drop, which is a big deal. A double Soulfire. Dude, I'm all... Alright, I could go Soulfire to try and hit the Hand of Gul'dan, but I don't think it's worth it. I decided not to go coin Dark Lair there. I don't think going coin Dark Lair is ever right, but it's something to think about. Okay, this is a weird spot. Because we could go coin Flame Imp, but coin Flame Imp doesn't really do anything here. So I think I'm going to go Dark Lair and hope they don't have an answer here. I might actually, if it's ambush, I might go coin Flame Imp Soulfire, so we'll see what it is. So it's not ambush. So I don't like you wasting my Dark Lair, but I'm doing it here anyway, so... I think getting tempo here is important, but maybe I'm supposed to tap there. It's a weird spot. Yeah, because I kind of give him a play here, which is unfortunate. Oh, wow. So they are not killing us, which is fantastic for us. Because now we can go Flame Imp here. Immediately get the mana back. And I think, oh, we hit Flesh Giant, which is really unfortunate. Because now we're not discounted enough to go Nightshade Matron. So I'm gonna start with a tap here, because we could hit a second Dark Glare here, and we did. Wow, nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go Dark Glare, second Dark Glare coin, flame up here. I give him the draw, unfortunately, but I think this is worth it, but I'm not really sure. Ooh, do I go full 5-head and Soulfire my own face here? No, I don't. It doesn't work because I can't. So I think I'm gonna go Soulfire here though and protect my Dark Glares. This is really weird, but like sometimes we get really lucky here. We did not, unfortunately. So that was potentially a really bad play. But keeping our Dark Glare advantage felt right there. The best deck, dude. The best is a hard thing to say. The best deck today might not be the best deck tomorrow. Blizzard has put you in a spot where they make it very difficult to play on a budget now. So it's really it's really hard to do. There are good enough decks that are likely to be good, but it's very hard to play on a budget in Hearthstone in 2020. So I don't really have good advice for you. What I do like saying is you try and get about 40 packs from expansion. Look at what legendaries you have and look at decks. Dude, I'm already losing my voice. I need to like learn how to talk. Oh, hitting Raise Dead is absolutely batshit insane here. I'm trying to think what's died already. So we've had nothing die. Okay, so this is a really weird spot. Because I would actually like to kill off. So I went tap there. We hit Spare Jailer here. Okay. I think I can get a Flesh Giant down this turn. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna trade this off to get the Raise Dead. This puts our Flesh Giant down to 4 life mana. I mean, and we can play it right now. And this is putting us in a strong position to win this game. Now I have to debate whether I want to go face or not. I think I'm gonna trade on this and go face with this. Seems right, but I'm not. Alright, we're in a really good spot. We can use Soulfire to get Hand of Gul'dan down. Comic, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everybody. Lots of raids today. Or just language and Comic, but feels like a lot with you guys. Thank you. Thank you. So we're over-explaining games, which I'm going in heavy detail on all my plays and what I'm thinking.
Too soon.
A warden always hits her mark.
Oh, what? Dude, alright. This is where you curse Blizzard for giving you such horrible RNG there. Okay. So we're gonna go Dark Glare and Void. That was generated randomly, created by. It was like double created by. So I'm gonna go empty my hand so that Soulfire will always discard Hand of Gul'dan, giving us 3 cards here. So I'm gonna play this first, then this, and then I'm gonna do this. I want to kill their minion here, control the board. That's more important than face damage here. And bam, we would love to hit. Oh, hitting this tour guide's really nice. Oh, hitting this tour guide and this Raise Dead, both really nice here, because now we can get a second Flesh Giant down. And unless they're running Flick, we've won this game. Ooh. So I'm gonna do this. I can't do this. Our Flesh Giant goes down to 0, so that enables us to play second Dark Glare here, and Flesh Giant, go face, bam. They need a miracle here. Turn 5, by the way. Some throat tease. I need. I don't know. I don't know if I'm talking correctly. This happens. Betrayal positioning. Oh, did I do good betrayal positioning? I did. I put the 1/1 in between. All right. This is our opponent's way of conceding, but they don't know it yet.
I did.
Damn. Hey, 11. Okay, so this is an interesting spot in that Dark Glare and Raised Dead have insane synergy together. So I'm going to keep them even though we don't have another 1-drop. Because being able to go off, and Shaman doesn't actually have very good ways of, but the problem is we don't have a 1-drop here. So we can get really, okay, hitting a 1-drop here is just, and this is actually really nice because it actually protects the Dark Glare from potential shenanigans. Alright, I think it's always Dark Glare here. This is actually kind of awkward because we would actually like to use Wicked Whispers to discard the hand and go down, but we have this Raised Dead here. So, if they kill this, it's a win-win here because we can just go Raised Dead and play these again. So they did do this, but this we have the Raised Dead here, so we can just do this play again. Ooh, that Flame is a very good top deck because now we can go Dark Glare, Flame it, and then Voidwalker. So we just gotta hope that we can't do the same thing again. And we're in a spot where unless we get a really bad top deck, we should be able to go Wicked Whispers here. Okay, so, wow, this is kind of a desperation play, I think. But we're in a weird spot where, like, we don't have a good answer for this right now, so, okay, I'm gonna go Relevant Rascal here and Wicked Whispers, even though I'd like to get the Tamp in. Because we always get the draw with this. But it does kind of put us in an awkward situation here, because we didn't get the Dark Glare tap. So this is a really weird spot where I'm like debating, because them weapon hitting 2 of these is not really that useful. Because I could just go face and put them down a ton here, and I'm really tempted to, because so if I could go trade here, and you know they're at 2 mana and they're not doing anything this turn, but they're overloaded here, right? So they're gonna have 1 mana, so they can't really do anything. So they could go double trade on, like, let's say this 4/4 here, and then trade this off. But then they take 8 damage. So and then I can just rush something in. So I'm thinking maybe it's just better to go double face here. I guess they could double trade on the Dark Glare, so that's not as bad as I thought. But then I get the so yeah, this was much better than if we had double traded. Their life would total be vastly lower. Our Dark Glare and Flame It would still be dead. So now we can just play everything here. I'm wondering if we do though, because I kind of want to get taps in because we don't actually. We could just play everything and go for the win. That might be the play actually. I think that is the play. Try and get the 3-turn lethal. We're even playing these animated broomsticks just for 1/1s pretty much. Because now it's like they're at 4 mana here, and we're just We have a lot of top decks for lethal. Because we have to go Broom, so it's basically like, do I want to miss out on a 1-3 and a 1-1 here? Or do I want to get a tap? And I think we're just better off going for the quick win here. So he is like looking for a high roll here, like to come back in the game. It looks like a demon. Yeah, just draw a Soulfire. It'd be nice. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go tap first here. See what we get. Okay, we can get more mana here with the Dark Lair, but it doesn't actually matter. So, I'm trying to think if positioning matters. I think it might do, because in case they evolve into something weird. So, I don't know. It might be wrong to not play this, but I think I'm just going to anyways. I'm not that smart to play around crazy Mogu evolves into bunnies. So, I just want to play things. Okay, are they going to revolve here? Oh, they could hit up. So, okay. Okay. They could hit something. Wow! No! Oh my god. Wait, did we get there anyways? Wait. 5. Never punished, guys. Never punished. Imagine being punished. Oh my god. Whew. Alright. See what we get here. 10 legend. Right. Ooh, this is a good hand. Yo, Lanko. So, okay. Let's see. I kept the Voidwalker to have a 1-drop. I kept Nightshade to discard the Hand of Gul'dan, and I kept Hand of Gul'dan for that. So, even though we don't have being able to go the distance against Warrior is real nice. So, ooh, so they're going a coin. Oh, they're playing this deck. I saw Bear Nugget on Twitter was playing our deck, so it's now his deck, I guess. So this is weird. I kind of feel like going Wriggling Horror here. So I could just go Flame Imp, but I like getting the tap in next turn, but maybe I don't. I think I'm just gonna go Wriggling Horror. Play on curve, even though I get 1 buff. I'm not sure if this is right. So we have a risk if we tap too many times, though, that we might hit flesh. Ooh, punished. Oh, that's such a... I guess it's not punished in that he would have gotten the value trade, but still, that's pretty... Oh, this is bad. We're in trouble, guys. Alright, I'm going to take a risk and tap here, because we could hit Flame Giant, but we did not, so we're good. Alright, as long as we don't hit Flesh Giant next turn. And I'm playing the 1-drop here. It contests 3-2, plays with tempo. We're hoping to go Nightshade Matron next turn, and that's going to likely put us in a very good spot.
What next?
So they're trading here. I mean, he's going to have a whole bunch of really heavily buffed minions here, which could be really bad. Yeah, so that's really strong. And we don't really have... Okay, we kind of have an insane hand here, so I think we're going to be okay. But we'll see. So I'm going to do this. This discards our top. So we have to decide if we want to trade here or not. So I'm trying to think if there's an easy way in this deck to buff an active minion on board here. So I think we don't trade because denying face damage actually matters quite a bit here. So by not trading, we force him to trade with a double hit here. But it does have certain disadvantages, so I'm debating. But I think I'm not going to trade. So yeah. Oh, he could get a rush here. Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oof. Okay, he's trading. Okay. Okay, so I think this is a spot where we just want to like kill this off. So having the double nightshade here is this. So we can kill off this 7/8 here, which is really important because it's a huge minion. We have vastly more value than him. So if we can stabilize here, we're very likely to win. So that's kind of one of the disadvantages. So I went this first. We could always do this first here. And then now we're going to go Soulfire. Actually, I might go Raise Dead here. It's tough because Raise Dead is so super good with Dark Lair next turn. So I might just risk it here. Even though sometimes we low roll here. Okay, that's okay. Though that would have been good though. We would love to like discard Whiskers there, but we have a very good opportunity to discard our hand immensely here. Okay, you got another baton here, which is really unfortunate. But he doesn't have actually that much immediate board presence. So we're at a spot where if we... Okay, so I'm going to start off with the Dark Lair into Raise Dead here.
A little agony goes a long way.
Okay, that's not what I wanted to hit a flame up there. So I'm debating what I want to do here. I think we actually just play a bunch of stuff here and then buff it up with Whisked Whisperers. That kind of seems right to me. I could get a tap in though, and get one less thing. So we'd have 4 mana. That might be better. Because then the Flesh Giant, and just getting the Flesh Giant is actually really important here. So it is a tough spot. I think I'm going to tap here. We could hit a high roll here. A Broom is a high roll. Okay. So now we can go, we don't have to go Flesh, we could go triple buff and then trades. I think I'm going to do that. Or,
Almost out of margin. In my defense. Why do you fall? See the end!
okay. So I traded to preserve the Dark Lair, which is valuable. Ooh, okay, this is rough. So I'm in an awkward spot where I have to decide whether I want to go Nightshade Matron here or Flesh Giant. They're out of stuff here, but at the same time, so I think I'm gonna tap first here. Okay. So now we can do both. So I think we take that, even though we self-damage, which is really unfortunate. But we can kill this, and then we're tanking. So now we can get this down for 2 mana. And then we can play the Matron here. And we can kill this off. Now they have, they can do 8 to our face next turn. So we have to, we're still in a really rough spot here. Because all he has, any like, oh wow, okay. He's just going for the kill here. Okay, oh, he gets the draw. Interesting, taking the trade there. I don't know if that's right. It's probably right. Because we can't kill both of these. But if we can, oh, wait, he just missed lethal? Well, he missed it, but he didn't know he was going to hit it. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, now I think we... What a game. That's a...
Well played.
Alright. It's over. Good game. Okay. I'm not going to keep Dark Lair here. I think I want to keep this combo, so I'm going to look for 1-drops here. I think that's better. Because this combo is too good to not keep, in my opinion. Okay. We could just go Expired Merchant on 1 here. No.
You here for the tour?
So, I'm gonna go Coin Expired Merchant. It's fast tempo and it avoids getting a Flesh Giant off the top, and it gives us plays for next turn. So it's strong in many ways. It does get value traded here, but that's not the end of the world.
A little agony goes a long way. Why do you call?
Okay, this is interesting. So this is actually, I think we have to kill this Dark Lair. So I think I'm gonna go Tour Guide first, because I think getting the discounts in is really important here. And then I'm gonna go Soulfire. I'm not gonna use it, and I'm gonna hopefully it hits Hand of Gludan. Oh wow, always lucky, guys. Dude, how are we always lucky? So we were okay with discarding anything there. We just need to kill that minion there. It's just too dangerous. Okay, so this is interesting. I think we can get a decent Dark Lair play here. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna start. I'm debating if I go Spirit Jailer to potentially hit heal outs here. I don't think let's see. I think I might, but actually I might want just to get Voidwalker and a buff there. I think that's kind of better. So I'm gonna do this. So we're looking to. I'm likely gonna do. Oh wow, okay. This is really good. We're gonna play each of these Flame Imps. They cost nothing effectively, and we're gonna play Voidwalker now. I could go Spirit Jailer, but I think I'd rather just buff up my whole board here. At the expense of the... And I'm trading here because I can get this doesn't die, and now this can't trade into this without dying. Okay. I could go... we have so many options here. I could go Dark Lair tap here, which is gives us 2 mana. But I think that the simple winning play is just to go Hand of Gludan here from this. I think that's like always winning. Draws us cards, and we set up for next turn. So there's a lot of plays that are winning lines here, but this seems to be the most, like, the simplest line, and I think we're always winning from this line. So, and I'm just going to go super careful here, in that I don't know what they're doing, and I think we never lose here if we play this right. So I'm just not even letting them have any board here. We're so ahead here. So he's going for trying to hit a bunch of heal here, and maybe get like a Flesh Giant down. Okay, so okay, we won. Nice. Back to 10. I think I keep 3 1-drops here. I think it's just worth it to have early tempo against Shaman. Getting ahead on board really fast against Shaman wins games. So Tour Guide doesn't cost value as well. Oh, okay. Alright, let's see if they have a 1-drop here. Alright, this is a weird spot for us. Because I would love to set up a Wriggling Horror play. But... Alright, I think I'm going to go Voidwalker, Coin Flame Imp here to try and set up a Wriggling Horror play here. But we always, now that we have more 1-drops, we always can just go Tour Guide, Spirit Jailer next turn. But this protects our Voidwalker, Flame Imp. It's a little easier to kill that. But we just go Spirit Jailer, Tour Guide, like, if we don't hit it. I don't know what they are. I'm not sure if I need to remove this. Okay. Ooh, that is unfortunate. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Oh my god, no! Wow, wrecked. Did we already lose, guys? Oh, this is bad. Alright, I'm gonna go Spirit Jailer first into Tour Guide here. but this is not a good situation for us. That was a very strong turn 2. If I'd gone the tap first, we could have soul fired this, which might have been worth it. So maybe I should have gone this first to get the soul fire out there. It's hard to say. The good news is they're out of stuff here, but the bad news is we're gonna die. Okay. I think I want to go tap Soulfire. I think I need to kill this. Soulfire, like if I play either of these, they just get value traded. Super hard. Ooh, I think I go Tour Guide here. Because I can get a Flesh Giant down next turn. Even though I don't get the Soulfire kill here. We also could go Dark Layer tap. Which, does that work? Let's see. No, it doesn't work. If we hit like a Flame Imp off the top, or a Soul Fragment, we can do Dark Layer. Oh, we did. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna start with this. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna kill this. I have to try and not die. Okay, hitting this is really nice. I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna soul fire this. Losing the horror kind of sucks here, but whatever. I don't know. Alright, we're not dead here, which is great. But we're also, like, out of life here. They're just going for the lethal here, pretty much. They should go face here. Yeah. And they're figuring that out. Okay. Alright, this is really awkward for us. Hand of Gul'dan doesn't... Alright, I have to debate if I tap here or not. So... tapping here might be right. Oh, God, this is such an awkward spot. Okay, so if we could go trade. We can full clear here. So I guess difference between 1 and 3 damage isn't that much. So I think I'm gonna, yeah, I hope so. We'd love to hit like okay, these are kind of really bad. So now we hope and wait. I think trading here is right, unfortunately. We could have played around Kobold Lackey. So now we're dead to Kobold Lackey. Yeah, okay. They always can top deck weapon there, so I think trying to hit like an actual out is better. Than like they have weapon top, like if they had absolutely no potential burn, I think not tapping there would be better. But they have they play around Kobold Lackey, but they have weapon. They have the another 3-mana card. So I'm wondering. I'm curious. I bet there's somebody who benefits from the new system. I just don't benefit because I just don't like complexity, and my viewers don't like if. But all right, I think I'm not gonna keep Raised Dead here because I don't have a 1-drop. Never keep any of the other things. Oh, I see. That's interesting. So, yeah. Alright, always play 1-drop on 1 here. I think it benefits people who play a lot but rarely win. That's funny. He's a CEO. Alright. Oh, fantastic top. So I'm going to play this and get the free 1-drop here. Just high tempo. We would never tap here over this because this is a very aggressive play. They have 3 kept cards. That's something we should note.
I grow impatient.
Ooh, silencing. Wonder what they're playing here. It's kind of a weird play. They could have just gone... That's a misplay. That's a misplay. I'm letting you guys know. So, they don't need to worry about a turn 8 play. If I top deck this, it's actually really bad for me. So they should have gone that on that and just ignored the Flame Imp. Just using coin there is horrible. And so, I want to play Revenant Rascal here. Just denies their next turn play if they like had a 3-drop here. It's high tempo. And we're ahead on board. So, like, denying them mana here is huge. The fact that they're another 2 mana play here is really rough. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to do another Revenant Rascal. I'm going to value trade over the 2-2 here, so they can't get the trade into the 2-2 here. So this is a spot where they're just... A lot of times they might have a whole top end of a hand, and they can't use any of it. So they're just in a... And we keep getting turn 3 mana plays, and they keep getting 2 mana plays. So it's actually better for us with this card, because we got 2 3 mana plays and they got 2 mana plays, which is just, it's kind of, that's actually something I realized that makes this card even better than I realized. Oh my god, so we just got the best top deck we could possibly hope for, except for maybe like Expired Merchant, because now we, like I said, play this, play the Soulfire, get the draw. You know what? Oh, I could go Soulfire here, but I think I'm gonna hopefully it hits my Broom here. Right now we just always win next turn. Like, I'm buffing up my minions, going face here. They're gonna lose.
How is it even possible?
That's what we call complete domination of a Demon Hunter. Oh, they get some heal.
Even possible? A year for now.
Complete domination. Get out of here, Demon Hunter. Alright, back to 10.